Going on, everybody? My name is Remy the Ripper. You're on Whipple Creek Racing. Today we're in the new temporary shop. I had promised a video the other day. It's about the 2000 Kawasaki Bayou 220. There is a propeller drive shaft inside the drive shaft tube on the swing arm. Now, Kawasaki says that this is or they've manufactured it as a non-serviceable part. Now, mind you, the shaft has a bearing halfway in the middle. So I'll show you what this looks like. There is a boot that goes on this. I have it off at the moment. There's a boot that goes right here. And then that is where the mid-shaft propeller drive bearing would be, is right on the center of this. Now it sits in this tube right here, and the seal presses down on it. Now mind you, this is on the middle of the shaft. These shafts are like $570 or $590 on Kawasaki, which is ridiculous. So I could not find anything online, and I wanted to make sure that people had this information. So when the boot is on it, basically I flipped it upside down in the vise. Well, I flipped it this way. And then I pulled the boot all the way down and scooped all the grease out of it to make it a little easier to work on. Then what I did was open this small vent vise, and there's a little lip here, right? So what I did was, hang on a second, I have to try and figure out how to prop this up for you guys. Let's see here. Alright, let's see if this will work. There, perfecto. Now, what I did here was initially I put it in like this, had the cup pushed all the way down. Now mind you, I did take this bearing off. The outer race and the inner race are hardened tempered steel. Not cut through it with articulating saw or anything like that, hacksaw or anything. You got to use a cutoff wheel. Be careful. If mine was blown apart, you've got the outer race and the inner race flopping around on here, so I used the vise and grabbed the piece and cut a notch out. Then I could take the axle or the drive shaft out of it. Then I went to take the boot in the CV joint off, and I was able to slide that inner race off because it had locked up and it wore this out. I might have to ping this a few times to make this new bearing sit on there properly, but it's better than paying $600 for a new drive shaft. But anyways, let's show you guys how this works. Now what I did was, if you guys can see, this edge of the cup, I made sure that was literally underneath the edge of this lip. See, I pulled it up till it hit, right? Then I went and tightened down this. Grab myself a hammer. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to strike the opposing side that's not resting on this. That is going to keep that thing stable when I hit it on this side so it doesn't flip up like that. There is a steel compression ring on the inside of this shaft, kind of like on the end of CV axles. When you put it in neutral, you can shove them out of the transmission on front-wheel drive cars. Well, kind of the same thing on the inside of this. So what I'll do is I'll just smack this a couple times right here. There you go. Look at that shit, guys. There's not a single video online about that. So, there you have it. It took me days to figure out how to take this apart. The bearing that you guys need if you're looking to replace that is going to be a 6204-2RS sealed, double sealed bearing. Yeah, couldn't find that online either. So, if you need to know that, that's what you need. And Also, the seal that you need on that is going to be part number 92049-1231. And I'll make sure that's on the screen so you guys can use that if need be. So, yet again, hope this helps out. If it has, let me know. Drop a comment below. Till next time, peace.